everyone, it's Ashley with Going Crochet, and this week I'm doing yet another week of crochet. I have some custom orders I have to get done, and I have some market prep to do because I have a market coming up right around the corner. I did want to show you guys a couple things I have made so far, and I made another Charlie the Kitty, and this is a Lauren's crochet pattern. It's a free pattern on Instagram. So I made one of these, and I think it's Toasted Birch is the name of the yarn I used. And I made a couple more kitties. And this is my universe _64 free pattern on Instagram as well for little mini loaf kitties. And so I got 3 of those done. This was a custom, one of these was a custom order for some people I know. They have come to multiple markets looking for this specific color in this specific size. They have Charlie and the Annie Caraway version of Charlie in this color yarn, and they wanted to get a little baby to match up with the other ones to have a little family. So I specifically made this pattern for them, and since I had that yarn out already, I just made a bunch of others. But yeah, so one of these will be a custom order, and the rest are just going to be for my market. I will let you guys know what is going on once I get a little bit further into the week and show you guys what I've made. Hey guys, so it has been a few days and I've been really bad at vlogging this week, so I apologize for that, but I did want to come on and show you guys what I have been doing for the past few days. So I had someone ask me to make them a custom order, and so I went ahead and made that custom order. I got it finished at least. Now, if you saw my video about the yarn haul, this was the guy I was working on. This was what the black yarn was for. I made this beautiful dragon. This is a RedMillsCrochet pattern. And this guy is a lot of fun to make, but at the same time a lot of work to make, because you have to make the body, the head, the 6 ears, the 2 wings, the 2 tail pieces, and then all 4 legs, and sew everything together. So even though it does turn out really cool in the end, he does take a lot of time because he has a lot of pieces to him, and he's not small. He's a good sized guy. So eyes, as you can see, I used green eyes. I actually had to order some more of these eyes to come in so I could have the right size for it. And I spent a lot of time on this guy. I definitely should have timed myself to see how long he took, but I did not. I made the body first, and then I put him away for a couple days, and then I ended up making the rest of him later on, and I just kind of powered through it. At that point I was just ready to be done with him, and so I just powered through, and I really do love how he turned out. So I'm pretty happy with the finished project. It just, you know, it takes a lot of time and efforts to make him. After that, I also made this a fun little dragon snuggler. So I was on the dragon theme, and I found another skein of this Sweet Snuggles yarn, the thicker of the one. So it's not the Sweet Snuggles Light, it's the Sweet Snuggles. It's like a jumbo 7 yarn. And I found this yarn, just this light gray. I found it in a basket that was in a bin, So, you know, I was just going through some things, making sure I could find a certain yarn I was looking for. I found more yarn within more yarn, and this was in there. So I figured I might as well make myself another dragon snuggler, because I don't know when I ever purchased that yarn or why I ever purchased that yarn, but it was in there. So I definitely used it up, and I ended up using this blue that I had left over from other dragons that I had made, because Owen picks this one. I gave him all the options he could try, and he picked this one. I am a little mad about this because I ended up making his wings a little lopsided here. One is higher than the other, and that kind of drives me crazy. But, you know, someone's gonna love him just the way he is, even though he has lopsided wings. So I'm just gonna let it be. And I think he turned out just perfect other than that. And so I'm going to keep him as he is and not worry about his crooked wings. Someone will just love him just how he is. And so I got this guy done as well. And then I also was pattern testing for my friend Delon. She is Lauren Crochets on Instagram, and she just came out with her little bird pattern pack, her little birds pattern bundle. And so I was able to test out all 3 of her birds for her, and I absolutely love this pattern. This pattern is amazing. I just have to tell you that. Definitely go out and get this pattern. You get the chicken version, and I embroidered all the eyes. You can use safety eyes as well, but I chose to embroider eyes just to make them more fun. So you have this little chubby chicken, you have the chubby flamingo, and you have the chubby mallard, and they are all just so sweet and perfect. The instructions are so easy to follow on this pattern. I really loved it. So there are tiny variations to each of the patterns. You have a different beak for all 3 of these guys, and then of course you have the color changing for the mallard, and then you have the comb for the chicken. And so they are just so stinking cute. I just love them all so much, and I definitely want to make more of these. I think they turned out a perfect size. This is with Parfait Chunky yarn, and I think a 4mm hook like I always use, and they're just nice and firm and just lovely. They sit up on their own, and they're just so much fun, and I love them so much. And that is everything I ended up making. Oh yes, and then I also made another tiny bird because I need to make some tiny birds for my market. I need to do like a bunch of tiny birds and a bunch of tiny turtles. I went through all of my inventory the other day, and for my small items, those are the 2 things that I definitely need to restock on. Everything else is just kind of okay enough for me. I'm not going to worry about it, but the tiny birds and tiny turtles definitely need to be made up. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do some of that next, and then I will touch base with you guys either tonight or tomorrow to show you what I came up with. And that's going to probably be it for this week, because I'm running out of time, and I still need to go and make more stuff for my market because it's coming up very soon. Hey guys, so I have a market tomorrow, so I need to get some market prepping done. So I started last night in making a bunch of teeny tiny little turtles, and so I just want to show you guys what I have. A lot of these I had the shells made, I just had to make the body. So I made this guy. As you can see, I'm just using up scrap yarns, especially this one. I kind of feel like he looks a little bit like a sushi. So I made that one, and then this one. And then for my even tinier yarn, I ended up making 2, 4, and 5 more. So I have all of these guys ready to go into my inventory for my market, and I do plan to make some more tiny birds and more tiny turtles today, so stay tuned to see what else I come up with before tomorrow when I go to my market. I'm just here making up some little things for the market tomorrow. So I made a turtle and a penguin so far. This is kind of the basket I'm working through. I'm just working through a bunch of different little balls of yarn, and I actually just played yarn chicken with this one, and I did win, but barely. And here's the dogs. Here's Fred, and there's Tracker just chilling out with me. So that's what we're doing, guys. So it's actually like 6:30 in the morning right now, but I wanted to show you everything that I did end up making for my little mini items from that basket that I had yesterday that I was working off of. So I made one mini mallard, another mini mallard, and a third mini mallard. They're all slightly different because I was using up all of that extra yarn, and so they're all slightly different. And then I got 2 turtles plus another turtle, and I got 1 penguin. And so that's everything I was able to make out of that basket. And I actually pulled out more yarn, as you can see back there. I have more yarn, and then I found some more yarns in here that I added. So it's just a constant, like, fill the basket, empty the basket process for these little tiny projects that I've been doing. So that is everything I have from those, and I am now going to head to the market. Well, get ready first, obviously, and then head to the market. But I just wanted to show you guys what else I had made. Hi everyone, so I was going through this video and I realized I never actually ended this vlog for you guys. I kind of said I was done, but I never officially ended it. So I came on with Tracker to tell you guys, thank you all for joining in on another vlog with me. Tracker really appreciates it. And if you got all the way through this video, make sure to give me a little dog emoji in the comments below to let me know you got all the way through this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tracker really appreciates it when you guys like and subscribe. Can't you tell? Hi, Tracker. Say hi. And so that is everything for you guys today. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye. Say bye, Tracker. Bye.